All right. Thank you for that. It was nice to be here. It's nice to see a pretty good balance of men and women in the audience, which is unusual for me because I generally attract a predominantly female audience for obvious reasons. This eye candy. But it is nice to see both men and women on dates and things. I don't understand it. We just can't seem to work it out, men and women. But, ladies, I do want you to know that I'm doing my part, trying to train the youngins. And, yeah, and I was a YMCA counselor and had some boys that I was trying to mentor and bring under my tutelage, if you will. And during like recess and things, I call them over. I just quickly. Okay. All right. So you remember last week you and I talked about little Susie over there, and you were mentioning that maybe you had a little crush on her, and why wouldn't you look at her? She. Actually, she's a little bit of a terror. I don't understand her, but to each their own. And anyway, we talked about maybe you making some sort of move or showing her that you like that. And I just wanted to check in with you because earlier on the playground I saw you peg little Susie in the face with a basketball, right in the schnoz. And I was wondering what that was about. If you still felt the same. That was your move. That was you making a move. You had all weekend to think about it. That's what you came up with. All right. Well, no, you're right. I did say that girls like spontaneity, and that certainly was spontaneous. I'll give you that. And you're thinking outside the box, and I like that. But I feel the need to just a little bit, just a scotch, because we try to not cause bodily harm to them whenever possible. And you know how your nose and my nose are kind of like straight like this, and Susie's kind of after the basketball incident, kind of bent over to the side. So we're going to try a new method. Girls also really like it when you say nice things about them. They're really into compliments and things like that. So we could try something like, next time complimenting Susie on her pigtails instead of grabbing hold and yanking them the way that you would normally do. We'll just try it out like, Susie, your pigtails, they make you look so symmetrical or something like that. We've got time. She's going to be in the hospital at least a couple days, so we can come up with something really good and we'll just go to it. But sadly, Isaac was a lost cause, if you can believe it. But that being said, I sometimes wonder if I'm not the best teacher. I don't understand a lot of things about being a man, like dancing these days. As a man is very odd to me. I feel very uncomfortable whenever seeing two people dance because I always feel like I walked in on something. It's just very intense, and it's just, oh, excuse me, I didn't realize you were in here. I'm sorry. But just from my analysis of what it means to dance as a male these days, you just kind of walk around in this thrusting motion like so until you hit something solid, and then you just kind of stick for a while. It doesn't even matter if it's a human being. It could be a wall or a screw, and you just kind of walk around like this and then solid and stay for a while and then move about. And a whole night of that, and that's fun, apparently. That's what it's all about. And women have to take the reciprocal of that, which I can't imagine what that's like. Someone just kind of, okay, and you complain about it, but women sometimes do that to me too, because I'm not a bumper nor grinder, I would say. And some women try to initiate it too, and they got that look, and they're coming at you like, here we go, and I'm not interested, so I'll try to do one of those things like turn to the side. Yeah, this is how I do it. But, yeah, never been good, never been very smooth. Shocking, I'm sure, to many of you. But just a little story, this is true. A few years back, I was moving out of my apartment, and there's this very beautiful girl, lives a couple doors down, never spoken to her, and it's the last day in the apartment, so I'm moving out, and I'm carrying shirts and boxes and things, and I walk out the door, and then around the corner comes said girl, and I try to be cool and like hold the door open for her, but I am holding things, remember? So I do kind of this awkward like spin around, try to hold the door thing like this, and I end up just kind of like hitting it and kicking it with my feet and arms and slowing it down enough to where she can grab it. And she goes in, and then I try to save it with like a cool, funny line or something. And what I tried to say was, I think I did more harm than good. But what I actually said, as the door was closing, I went hard, and just said the word hard really loud, as the word hard, and then that was it, and that's her one impression of who I am. That's not a word you want to yell at a woman if possible. But anyway, that's all for me. You've been lovely, and yeah.